How do you teach value in your high school art classes? When you start a new material or technique, you need to make sure that you are scaffolding student understanding. You need to start and practice with the basics and build towards those more complex projects in order for students to build confidence and be successful. I have taught value in a range of activities and projects. I'm going to share with you what has worked for me starting at my intro level classes, building all the way up to my advanced high school classes. Let me know what you've used in your classes, if you've done anything similar, what has worked for you, and even what has failed, because trust me, I have failed a ton. We all have, and that's how we grow. Let's check out my favorite value projects. In my intro-level art classes, we always start with really quick, fast shape and value activities. These include handouts on how to turn a shape into a form using value, creating grayscales, and testing out different types of pencils using graphite scales. Once we have some practice and some sketchbook practice, we begin on our first value-focused project. Students pick an object to redraw, and then they add lines in the background that reflect that object. This comes after they have already learned about contour lines and line quality, so this project kind of pulls all of those things together with the addition of value that they have just practiced. Next, we do scratchboard animals. I allow my students to trace their animal onto scratchboard because the focus of this project is not contour drawing, it is really pushing that sense of value and contrast. And they have to use hatching, cross-hatching, stippling, and scribbling only. I love scratchboard for value projects because you can't blend to shade. So many students rely on that too early before they understand that it can actually create a really smudgy gray look if not done properly. In my drawing 1 classes and drawing 2 classes, we continue to review shading. I do a lot of shading handouts where they practice using different shading techniques to create value scales and to shade objects. We also do drapery projects. This is a great introduction to charcoal because at this point they have understood shading, they've practiced value, and now they can apply it to a new material using charcoal. After that, they're going to create studies of different objects using different materials. So we have a pen and ink one, a pencil or charcoal one, and then a mixed media one. We're focusing on natural materials so they have more organic shapes. And then at the end of an intermediate drawing class, students are creating perspective drawings of interiors. This one is very challenging, but I'm always blown away by the results. You can use charcoal and charcoal pencils for this because you want to really get those deep blacks and bright whites and really push the contrast. In my advanced level drawing classes, we are bringing in more complex subject matter. We're doing a lot of portraits in this class. We start with an altered portrait, then we're doing a realistic charcoal drawing. I really push them to think about expression in this because they could have a lot of fun with just a simple expression. And then value really is applied to a lot of my other advanced projects. We do a realistic object study. We use other materials, but value always plays a role in this, especially if you're going for more realistic works of art. I hope these value projects help inspire you. You can read more in depth about each one. I have a blog post on how I use value in my classroom. Click the link in my bio to check out my blog.